Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Welcome back to the StarLad Minor Qualifiers here for the Southeast Asian region. We're getting into our second series of the day between Beyond and TNC. I'm the Eternal J. I'm taking you through the action on today's B stream. We've just seen, of course, a few moments ago, the Thailand squads take each other on in the form of Alpha Red versus Maple. Maple coming up with a 2-0 upset victory above Alpha Red. Beyond TNC could be a bit of a closer match. We start things off with Mirage. I'll break it down in a couple seconds because the pistol round is just coming through and we're very quickly getting into the meat of the action as Derek begins things off with a kill. Wits comes in with a secondary one onto Gigs. 5-on-3 scenario as TNC storm the A bomb site, take no prisoners, and Beyond are forced to fall back out of positions here. CT spawn, connector rotations coming through. Rolex will be spotted and tapped up by Derek as he gets another kill. Safara traded back all the same. Simple kills coming through from TNC. Very quick out of the gate, getting the pistol and the first on the board for the T side. Now these two teams, not a lot of history between each other. I'm definitely familiar with the boys from Beyond though. Very, very good stuff from them in the past, over the past few years, the way that they played together. Back when they were the older, I believe it was the Mongols. Oh, sorry, not the Mongols. Sorry, scratch that, because that would be Mongolia. I'm being an idiot, excuse me. But they've competed against the Mongols. They had a bit of a history behind the Mongols way back in the day. Do remember that rivalry pretty well when Giggs was competing against those guys. I was leading the charge on this Beyond side. Potentially could be a pretty decent matchup. Trying to figure out who the team was now that I've got curiosity. Who was it? It would have been Signature, I believe. Yeah, it would have been Signature, so scratch that. They were Signature. A nice big rivalry against the Mongols way back then. But enough about the past, let's talk about the present. This is Beyond, this is TNC. TNC, obviously with a pistol victory under their control. Looking to quickly overwhelm the CT forces on basic pistols. USPs out for all 5 players, and they will get picked up with the MAC-10s. The AKs coming through. 1 kill will go against the TNC side, but other than that, it's going to be an easy affair for the remaining USPs to just fall to the hands of the SMGs. TNC with those AKs coming out. And for the first round, rifle round of the Beyond versus TNC matchup here. Very passive control from TNC, looking for the top mid area behind the stack as Papichulo. Backed up by Wits here. So all players face around these corners, look onto their various positions. Try and find an angle to work with somewhere out here. And nice pop of the scaffolding there, Derek. Thinking there's someone in ladder room and might call that information out for TNC if they continue to check this area. I mean, there is someone in ladder room at the end of the day, but popped open by the man over towards, ooh, Sniper's Nest. Derek does come up with the kill. 1-for-1 trade, 2-for-2 overall. Eventually TNC do manage to take the man advantage, but Wits not checking short again. It's now Gutar to swing out, gets that trade back to 2 versus 2. Safara also going to go falling, leaving it all to Gutar. Yeah, Pro will be able to shut him down pretty easily. So TNC, quick out of the gate in several of these rounds, managing to find a number of easy duels, easy frags against the Beyond side. And Beyond are struggling a little bit. course, it is only early days. We saw a very similar situation come out from Alpha Red, and they were able to bring some pretty close scorelines, even on Mirage, which was their opponent's map pick. Not sure who picked this map just yet. We'll find out in a few moments' time. Hopefully. The Eagles PT50 CZ's out for Beyond here on the Eco. Only upgraded pistols, no Kevlar. Except for Rolex, who has one piece, but no utility on anybody from the Beyond side. Flashes in, Pro spots the first man, does not see the second over to underpass, so no trade potential. No secondary kill potential either for TNC. We'll gain that part of the map though, and this could be a pretty decent position for Rolex. 2 players to find. CZ spray for the first man, bursts onto the second, does take him down. Man advantages, Giggs turns on towards Papi Chulo, and suddenly the T-side players start falling apart. Good bait and switch from Beyond, and Rolex will get away alive, at least for the moment. Walks into the mid position where Witz is waiting, but now they have info on both of the T-side players. They also know that rifles have been dropped, so Derek's got to take some time to get rid of these weapons or pick up the bomb and go rotate to the bomb site, or commit to the B site in this case. 30 seconds, and both players looking like they're going to opt for B. The Eagles up for Safara though, and he deals with Witz, leaving it all to Derek. 1 man left alive. Will Molotov out Giggs' position down on the but he lands the headshot straight through his arse. And rifles will be recovered. 2 AKs for Beyond. A very nicely played eco with a big old lurk from Rolex, and no one from TNC was ready for that. Not a soul. The heavy invest will come through from TNC here on the force buy here. The CZs for 2 players. 3 AK-47s for the Ts. Nice nades in on Papi Chulo. Flashes over. Here come the 5-man hit. Giggs with the first frag and a second headshot as well. Orkan facing the 1v1, just one up by Giggs. Triple for him. And Pro will trade back 2, but Rolex is here for the response. Dink down on Witz. 1 versus 3 scenario. But out of the apartments, they just faced 1 by 1 to allow the sprays to come through from Giggs. Simple headshots being found and Beyond. Slow start in this matchup, but now just out of the gate swinging against TNC, and TNC suffering as a result. As the Orgs, AWP, AK comes out for Beyond, and already an opening frag here on the anti-eco. As Pro gets shut down to begin. Wait for the trade back on the PT50. Alright, that's some pretty decent damage being done. The T side doing some damage to the CT forces, but in the end the firepower of the weapons is too much to handle. As Veta gets a second AWP kill, and suddenly it's all the Wits, 1 versus 4. Bomb in full control of the CT forces, so he'll grab an AUG to work with. But no. No more damage can be done by TNC other than that 1 frag. Eco round successfully shut down by Beyond, and 3-3 will be on the board between these 2 squads. With the AWPs coming back in, the AKs being rebought by TNC. Obviously, 3 rounds of loss bonus for the teams. Very early utility setup's going to send over towards the A-bomb site. 3 players here for the defensive. Line counter smokes will come back from Safara early. But these are the set smokes and flashbangs ready for Derek and co. Nice nade in from Veta. That does a lot of damage to Papi Chulo. They weren't quite ready for that. Nice open angle and directly onto it. And here come the smokes now. Beyond will call it out. Rotation's called in for a 4th player as they round that corner. Safara is spotted. Borken will burn to a low amount of HP. Veta will try and back with the AWP as Giggs comes up with a kill on the AUG. 4 on 3 as Rolex will get caught getting a little bit too aggressive for the CT line. They can't establish themselves into the A-bomb site just yet. But neither can the bomb go down for the T. So a bit of a win-win right now for Beyond. Eventually Giggs will turn onto that kill. Traded back by Borken to evens one more time. And the AWP of Veta will keep this man from getting out of the palace area. With Guitar dealing with Derek. And Borken, final man to fall. Trades were very good from TNC, but in the end, Beyond maintain the man advantage. And they maintain the 4th round here, the lead above TNC. Confident start from the T side, but the CTs have tried right back, found 4 in a row. Veta already beginning here with the first frag. AUG for Rolex, ready for everyone to pour right out of the top mid area, and all 5 look to stay alive. For the CT side, Wit's last man left against Safari, and Safari will deal with him, so 5 on the board for Beyond. Max loss bonus now for TNC. Should be investing into the AKs and the AWP. And Wits will take that much for the Ts. Where's he going to play towards? Mid position? Yep, mid control looking for TNC. They have gone for the mid control quite frequently, but nice smokes to siphon them off from there. Papichulo unable to get a little bit of utility out before he's forced to fall back, and Beyond push all the way up through the mid area. Might even extend even further if Giggs has his way. You can see how close he's playing to this corner right here. Oh, flashbang into the T side, and they will catch him off guard. Not ready for the utility play from TNC, and no more backup from him. He was the solo man holding the mid aggression, and that's the main issue when you do that. When you go that aggressive, is that you can get easily exploited by utility from TNC, obviously. You saw that flashbang coming forward, a pop flash. So we had no idea it was coming until the moment it popped. About 60 seconds available. TNC to make their final hit to the bomb site. Obviously a 5-on-4 scenario needs a man advantage for them, and no real mid presence from Beyond. They're holding the site defensives and nothing else. Sniper's Nest controlling everything right here. I mean, the T's could backstab their way into the CT line, go towards A, take out the ticker booth player. Veta's got to check and keep his head on a swivel just in case. Obviously the B site is very exploitable with those backstabs, which looks like where TNC want to go as well. The smoke's getting set up by Borkham. As Pro moves in, looks for the first contact. Guitar. Oh, how passive does he want to be? First kill, second kill. Rolex comes up with one of his own right, but he'll be traded back to a 3 versus 2. Beyond have turned this whole thing around with Veta catching off Derek on the backstab, and Papichulo, the last man left, a 1 versus 3. The bomb is in apartments, 15 seconds for him to pick it up and get it on the bomb site. With Beyond setting up all of the exit angles. Papichulo, no information on where they're at. The flashbang will give up a bit of info for the AWPer, but he can't get this frag in time. 5 seconds left, and Veta is so ready for this position. Simple shot to the head, cutting him off. Extremely well played there from Beyond Crossfire, particularly Guitar. Out to the apartments, TNC rushing in. Not ready for the active angle of the Beyond side. Oh, nice deep nade from Giggs. Utility start for Beyond one more time as TNC do take the mid control, but they don't get away unscathed. Beyond. Ooh, nice spot by Rolex. Good timing on that peak. Derek wasn't quite ready for him either. Pro deals with Giggs. Safari will get trading though. Now Guitar moving forward into the mid position. Spots out one, spots the second. Cannot get the secondary kill on Papichulo, but taking out Wits and getting the info on that man towards mid position. I'm not sure if he spotted that bomb as well. Potentially Beyond have all the info they need to work with here. TNC with these last 2 players, and they'll make their way out towards A ramp, and Safari's going to hit both these sets of footsteps. Go silent, TNC timing that well. Safari's going to be ready for it. Round the corner, headshot for the first, and spray for the second. Triple kill for him. Alright, timeout for TNC. I mean, understandable why they take it. Strong start in the early part of this map, but ever since that 4th round, it's been nothing but Beyond so far. 7 rounds in a row. Max loss bonus for TNC. Both of these 2 teams, not a lot of history between each other, but Certainly Beyond are known to be the favourites, a well-represented roster in the Asian scene. But seeing them take a lead here isn't too surprising. The hit comes out from TNC, low buy with the pistols, a lot of damage being done to the T-side line. Eventually the kills come through, and Giggs, what a spray down. What a risky play, but what a payout for it. 3 players alive, can't grab that AWP, I don't think. Oh, they will be able to get there, so just about in time. Oh, that amount of control. One of the 3 weapons, so overall the economy can build here, and Beyond are just running away with this map up. One of their better maps in the pool. AWP trays going well so far. Good leg shots from both sides, TNC and Beyond. Not getting a man advantage for it though. TNC established mid-control once again. Beyond want to play this passively. I mean, usually I would disagree with that style of play, but so far it's worked out well with information being gathered. Trades back and forth. Qatar starting things off over in the B bomb site apartments. Trades will come back for the likes of Borkup though. Over on the A site, trading are the same. And eventually Rolex and Giggs take a bit more of an active stance here in the mid-control. But meanwhile, TNC have boosted their way into the sniper's nest. Smokes up, Rolex spotted, Papichulo sprays onto his angle as the smoke towards connected jungle comes in. And Pro's got the nice backstab position. Counter rotation angles. Get the info onto the player rotating in Guitar. Veta meanwhile with the AWP peeks up. Gopher out of the ticket booth, deals with 1. Pro comes in onto Guitar now and they know where the AWP is, they know where the AUG is roughly. So a little bit of resistance over from the short position. So 3 versus 2 scenario, and they still got to worry about the likes of Pro making his way inland. Bomb plant open. Apparently they didn't have the information on Giggs, and Veka is going to be able to take down Borkup as a result. It's all left to Pro. 15 seconds, and again Beyond coming in with some sneaky beaky kills. TNC weren't ready with all the info. Again, I thought they knew where Giggs was. Apparently that's not the case. The AWP ready for the cross back here. Gets real up close and personal to Pro, but in the end Giggs comes in from the short position and deals with the last man of the T side. 9-3, Beyond on a roll. They are rolling over TNC in the interim. Good stuff from Giggs, obviously, with that short control that was pretty pivotal there for the Beyond side. TNC once again start things off to the mid-control. Beyond taking a bit more of an active stance this time here. They're kind of getting more and more aggressive to the just to the general mid-control, really. You know, they went passive over to the sniper's nest, kind of considered it mostly. Then they went passive towards connector. Now they're actually in sniper's nest and connector, hoping to bracket in TNC and contest for this amount of control. TNC have worked relatively well to get into these bomb sites as a result here. Also the ramp control coming in against Veta, almost trusted him his life. The AWP stays in play though, and Rolex will catch off Pro. TNC concede first casualty. Guto wrapping around. Oh my god, Derek's not ready for this. Straight in through the apartments, Beyond getting so much information and a kill for it. And right now, this CT side looking perfect. Pichulo also spotting now 2 players to deal with. He gets the first man, but not Giggs for the second. As Vetat takes out Borkum, and the last man standing is Wits. Up on Tetris. Safara takes that frag. A team ace coming through from Beyond. All positions locked out perfectly by their respective defenders. And round 14 will most likely be an eco half buy for TNC. Glock CZ's out. Bit of Kevlar, a tiny amount of utility, not much in the grand scale of things for TNC. Just flashes over, Giggs spots 2, connects the spray on both of them, easy as. Takes a ding down for his trouble, but expected result so far for the CT forces. Again, it is an anti-eco, so the rifles dealing with the pistols about as effectively. No damage coming through on TNC. But at this stage in the game, damage would not matter that much at all. Looking at 11-3, favour of the Beyond side. Been an incredibly dominating map as well for Beyond. TNC just not standing a chance. Oh, Borka will catch off one player. Not quite the same angle that he was ready for, but the bomb in the full control of the CT side. They'll just go hunting for this man, take him out, allow no weapons to stay in play for TNC. This will be the 11 rounds in a row for Beyond. TNC, one final buy at the end of this half to try to turn 11-4, which may still be recoverable. Again, we saw it from Alpha Road in the last series. It was on Mirage as well, where that 11-4 scoreline did come up to fruition. But TNC better have a damn good CT side. That's to say the least right now. Rolex spots the sprays, the first man down. Balkan with a trade back to 4-on-4. Orp here from Vector is ready for the response, expecting for the short control. Speaking of fours, there's 4 players left for Beyond Godlike. Beyond in general, excuse me. Well, right now they are looking Beyond Godlike. What I imagine to be their map pick as well. If TNC did pick this map, then that's going to be a very bad sign, to say the least. Well, TNC up here to the apartment's control, ready for the utility. Pro, a bomb on his back. And Gutar. TNC are going to have to go for the execute. Anytime now, lads. 10 seconds. Are they just going to save? Uh-oh. I have a feeling... I have a feeling something's gone wrong. I have a feeling something's happened over on the TNC side. Yeah, that's not been a good sign. I was going to say, like, there's probably not a good chance for you to save at the end of the half. I was like, what are you thinking, boys? That's going to be a yikes from me. 12-3 on the board for Beyond. At the turn of the first half. Bit unlucky for TNC in that one, but needs most. And again, they're going to be hoping that this CT side is absolutely incredible from TNC. Because otherwise, it's probably not going to work out for them. I mean, that's saying the least right now, but... For those of you not quite aware, our map vetoes have leveled Mirage, Inferno, and Dust 2 in that order. Based on the fact that Inferno is in the pool, I'm assuming that TNC picked that. That is a very, very good map for them over the course of history, especially in the last few months. Taking victories above 5 power, above Boom, close score lines against Lucid Dream and Alpha Red. Versus Mirage, which is just an amazing map for Beyond so far. 6 victories in a row in this map across the DreamHack Masters, Dallas Qualifiers, the Elite Championship Series, FPS Thailand Pro League Finals. Had a good run on this map throughout the year. So it's expected that they were the ones probably that picked it, and they're probably also going to be the ones that win it as well, the way that this whole thing's going. I mean, certainly TNC not having the best of first halves. A 9-round deficit to overcome for TNC when they do return to the server, of course. Not sure when that will be, if it even comes out here for Beyond and TNC. And again, a very drastic round for that to happen as well. Like, of all times for it to happen, it had to be that one round that you need to win in order to get yourself at least a bit of a better line. On the Philippines, the team from the Philippines obviously will be working on that as we go forward. And hopefully getting things back into the server relatively quickly. I'm really not sure what's going on right now with this whole tech issue, whether it will be sorted soon, whether it won't be. I'll be keeping us updated as time goes on. Whoa, that's not a good sign. I'm going to take the educated guess and say that something pretty big is happening, and we might be switching over servers. We might have to be making a couple of edits to various different things. So we're going to go to a very, very short break as we do get this match back up in a moment here. So don't go anywhere, because we're about to continue with the StarLad and Minor closed qualifiers between TNC and Beyond.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Inhale and exhale.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
The gate aggression coming in from the T side is very quickly beyond. They're getting into this pistol round. TNC in a 3 versus 3 scenario. Sorry for the delay. We're ready to get back into this one. Beyond straight out into the T side start. It is a 2 versus 2. The retake coming in from TNC. The defuse kit still in play. The bomb's been spotted now. As Taps on Taps takes down Gutor. And now Giggs the last man left. 1 versus 2. Headshot for the first man. On for the second. Knows where he is. But he's not part for the defuse kit. This is about to be a bit awkward. Wits will unslip the defuse as Giggs comes in with a little bit of presence and a little bit of pressure against him. 1-on-1 scenario, 1 headshot may be all it takes, and Wits can't land it. Switch out the USP, comes up closer again. Giggs just holding out for time. 1-on-1 scenario, and he will win it out for the 3K. Okay. Alright then. Very quick into this one. Alright, apologies for that one again. Kind of a bit of a technical issue if you're just joining us, where the TNC side just disconnected from the server. We have to get a new server back in place so we can sort out this issue, and then we're ready to get back into the matchup, obviously, as you can see. Beyond with a very, very nice triple kill for the pistol. Scout damage being done in the early part of this next round for TNC. Dunked down Nate from Papichulo, gets a second headshot as well. I mean, TNC on this force buy round certainly going to be holding out of their own right. Scout in, gets another headshot on Gutor, and it's a 2 versus 2 now. Make it 1 as the CZ of Borkham gets a Mac 10 to play with. Giggs, last man standing. Bomb makes his way to the B bomb site, and he did get a clutch in the last round, but can he do it again? AK for the headshots. No care on either player. He'll spot the first and the second. Connect the spray on both of them, and Giggs will just hold onto the lead for Beyond. 14-3. And keep things rolling for the Beyond boys. There's another force bias to come through from TNC. No say in the matter. They kind of have to. They need to grind their way back to the OT. As Giggs already enters on short, takes the first man down. Borkham with a trade back the headshot. Second man still be there, and the smokes are out. He's not got anything in his hands, and he will go falling for it. 2-for-1 trade, make it 3. Papichulo tries to trade back of his own right on the A bomb side, but he will be overwhelmed, and a bomb can rotate up by a Verta. Getting out and bring out that bomb towards T-spawn. Good tag damage coming in from Rolex, but it won't be a kill. And another teammate's coming in from Beyond. 15-3, looking like this is going to be a very simple affair to close out the map. Unfortunately, after that elongated tech pause, TNC will not be able to find a response to Beyond, who are just going to dominate on what seems to be their map pick. Very, very easy stuff coming through again from the Beyond boys. As the CT side went well, the T side looks to go just as well. As Rolex picks up the first of Pro. Gutor is traded back at the very least by TNC. Got an SMG up close. Papichulo also be here alongside Wits. Spray on Zafara. Try to keep him held back. Try and keep those AKs at bay for a moment. Have an AK of their own right here. I mean, the opening kill certainly would be a decent pickup for Wits. 2 players stack up to the B-bomb site. A third will join them in Borkham. The Molotovs make their way in. Rolex out and about. Further HE nades, perfectly placed positioning. If Derek does get the first kill, but Veta comes back in with his own right low HP across the T-side line. They do come up with a trade frag, so all less than Giggs and a 1-on-3 this time. Spray on the first man, takes him down. Papichulo close to the SMG, 13 points of HP, and Giggs got his back turned, so it will be a spray from the TNC side to get themselves a 4th. 11 more to come back to for the CT side. Again, it's going to be a difficult affair to say the least. Flashing in from Beyond, even the force buy. Going to try and see if they can force the issue out on the B-bomb site. Tech9 first man in, and Borkham the first man down. Trade back on a Molotov, will deal with Safara. ready for the second player. And Pro will deal with a quick trade. 4-on-3 scenario. AKs, ooh, the bomb actually out towards the A bomb site, and they might be sold on the fake for this one. If they can hold out for as long as possible, look at this. Oh, the CTs bait and switched out, and Gutor. 2 players will be heard. Will he be ready for Pro? Yes, he will. AK up close. And he looks for the second man right around his corner. Not going to happen. Giggs now suddenly isolated as they realize the bomb is down on the A bomb site. They will deal with that final damage. A nice fake opportunity, but unfortunately for Beyond, they couldn't hold on for long enough. They couldn't keep TNC at bay over on the B bomb site. I mean, a good play. They overwhelmed that CT side somehow, then maybe they would have been able to win the round off the back of that, but yeah, not to be this time. Beyond now down to eco status. So Deco out here for Beyond is going to go about as well as the Deco should go. Borkum and Pichulo with the 2 first frags. Witz with the third. He goes out for Vector, doing some damage, but in the end won't be able to take a whole lot. Giggs will take down 1 quick headshot. Not looking for a second. Nope. Pro will deal with him with the 2K. 15-6 now for Beyond on map point still for the T's. TNC have brought us back to within 9, but still such a long comeback to make happen, and effort they put in so far in this one. Out and about to the ramp position. Safari ready for Pro. First contact, first kill, second on Papichulo. Will trade it back, but he's the last man left here on the A bomb site. Derek boosted up here towards short. We're going to let 2 players cross, so suddenly Papichulo left all alone. Borkum tries to rotate up, but the teams are making their way inland, and Borkum's going to be the last man left here on the defense. 4-on-3, excuse me. Close towards the gap and a smoke. Molotov won't force him forward. Rolex may be a bit exposed at this stage. Here's Derek next man to face up, and he will go falling. Borkum trying to get trades back. Both players here held towards jungle as re-smokes will come forward, and Borkum will be traded back, so it's all left to Witz. Orp in hand, 1v4, not going to happen. Rolex and Gutor going to combine with the crossfire. 16-6, dominant, absolutely dominant from Beyond. Not even a chance stood for the likes of TNC, who just crumbled to pieces in the interim, and yeah, not an ideal situation to be at there for the TNC side. Again, I imagine this is Beyond's map pick because Inferno is in the pool as well. It's what was picked, I believe, by TNC as we go to their best map. We'll go to a short break before that point. We'll come back with even more of the action here from the StarLad Minor closed qualifiers.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.